Hi there, horror fans. It's Raven here with another tale of terror from the Raven's Nest. Hope y'all are doing well. This week's story comes with the trigger warnings of lots of death, lots of unaliving. So if that's going to skeeve you out, of course, feel free to check out any of my other videos or anything else on the World Wide Web. Horror should be for everyone. It is titled Among the Flowers and Death in the Rain. I tried to add some science fiction into my horror elements to create something new and different, and hopefully I've succeeded at doing so. It was a lot of fun coming up with these different horrific events for the story, so I hope you all will enjoy it as much as I enjoyed typing it up. Excuse me. And if you're ready to get into it, let's go. Death among the flowers and death in the rain. Or among the flowers and death in the rain. We're starting off strong this morning. Sorry. Excuse my flutter brain. Week 1. We are a research team on a mission to search out different medicinal plants in previously undiscovered part of a jungle and vast rainforest. We have been out here a week without incident. We are highly prepared against all hazards of the ecosystem. With everything ranging from poisonous to life-ending, you have to be careful. Spiders, snakes, jaguars, just to name a few. The plants can be just as lethal with the castor bean, oleander, rosemary, wolfsbane, and more. Underneath is a beauty that invokes such awe in a lush green cathedral. The rivers are clean and pristine. The rainfall leaves behind such a fragrant smell. This is why I chose to be a scientist, to learn about Mother Earth in all her glory. Still, for the allure of this place, I can't help but feel stalked, as if something or someone watches our presence here. We are far from everything and everyone we know. It's what we do. Yet in my tent at night, I feel another eyes on me. I can't sense intent, so I'm not sure if this is good or bad. I sleep light and take all precautions in case. I have told no one. I have to keep this to myself and not alert the squad. There is little point with just suspicion and no proof. Just a hunch, really. At least that's a comfort. Week 2. Teammate Jefferson has gone missing. They must have left their tent during the night. I should have said something. A costly lesson of my teammate disappeared, leaving behind little clues. Just their gear at the foot of some bizarre tree. It's haunting how much it looks like them. The limbs forming human-like features, including a heartbeat. The sap is like crimson, like blood, and it almost seems as if the plant does cry. The tree is always warm, but it's absolutely impossible. Yet clear proof remains. No Jefferson, but this plant. It sprung up the same night they had vanished. It had never been there before. When we had surveyed a place to camp, it wasn't there. That eerie coincidence could not be forgotten. Excuse me. Just got a little bit of the sniffles. This happened at night before Preston spotted an old sign made of stone. The texts were completely indecipherable and no one could read a thing. Did it foreshadow what's about to happen? My feeling of unease growing and fear of losing the group. I explained our situation and decided to put it to a vote. It was almost a tie, but one vote from Preston sealed our fate to stay, and I would stay with the squad. I can't help but think, is the money and the science worth it? I don't really want to regret this choice. However, my call to adventure will ultimately lead me on. I'd rather have the answers to these questions myself. After a couple of days, we move on for now. We give Jefferson more time. Maybe they will come back. I don't know if I truly believe that. We all feel a presence watching us from the shadows, but still no sign of it anywhere. We keep our vigil. At this point, safety was a carefully crafted illusion by our minds. It had never been safe. Week 3. The rains of death came so swiftly we had little time to react. Some of us found shelter under plants. It didn't erode them. The remaining members screamed as they melted. Acid drops fell from the skies without mercy. I could only watch the most painful death I couldn't have imagined. I couldn't save my squad as they begged for help. You could smell flesh burn. The real water soon neutralized the acid, leaving behind my dead squad in its wake. Only 3 of us survived. 3. I want to sink into self-blame, but who could have foreseen this horror? We were briefed on everything. They didn't tell us or didn't know. My hatred of the company swelled. But the only thing that matters is to get home. We dug the graves, sobbing as we went. We buried their dreams, everything with them. They were so brave. Witnessing this, my resolve grew. I will get home to my wife. I will not die here. I apologized to the dead after we packed up camp. It won't bring them back, but I never would have agreed to this mission if I had known. The cost of knowledge was too high. We left behind our friends. We had no choice but to press forward. If we fail, my name is Cassandra, and this is Mission Angel. We lived for science, but I refuse to die by it. Our friends are in a valley of the rains. If you can bring them home, please do so. I sleep on a river of tears tonight with broken pieces. I only hope to wake up tomorrow. I dreamt of the rain and my friend's final cries. I woke up screaming, and that echoed loudly. It was too quiet. Instinctually, I ran from my tent in wild fervor to see if Jenny and Lloyd were okay. My body full of adrenaline, I pulled the tent door down. Jesus Christ! I broke down, losing my absolute mind, seeing them, flowers growing from their eyes, throat, and chest. The flowers were red and pulsing. I failed. They were dead from a vampiric plant, and once again I couldn't save anyone. The absolute bitter futility in front of my eyes. These were the flowers they sent us to find. A leech that murdered my team. I'll not bring it back. Fuck them for all of this. No one should have come here, but they sent us. Of course they knew. Their extraction team would be here soon. They knew the exact spot. I couldn't stop crying. This broke me. I can't do this anymore. I want nothing but to go home. I moved away from the plants and waited for the squad. I'm going home. I'm finally going home. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this awesome story as much as I enjoyed writing it for you. It's got to be one of my recent favorites among the flowers and Death in the Rain, just because of how different I feel like it's been from my previous writing. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps grow this channel. Thank you so much for listening. I will be back next week with another tale of terror from the Raven's Nest. So until then, you all stay spooky. Take care.